A jury in Florida awarded over $14 million to a woman who ate ice cream with nails in it. Now, she did have a lot of injuries, but I just wonder how you eat ice cream with nails in it.
I'm sorry. Fingernails or?
No, nails.
Oh.
Like nails.
Yeah,
Oh
so
my.
a jury awarded more than $14 million to Brandy Buckley after she was seriously injured by ice cream contaminated. So I guess it's just metal. That I could see if there were small metal fragments that if you accidentally swallowed.
Okay.
But ice cream, I guess, mostly melts in my mouth before I swallow it.
That depends on if it's got chunks of something in it.
True.
Oh, man, that's good.
Like if you had Rocky Road.
Cookies and cream.
Good call.
Mints.
The dessert contained 2 nails and metal fragments, which required emergency surgery to remove and led to several severe complications, including internal bleeding and a condition that ultimately caused permanent infertility.
Oh my.
Oh.
So the nails went.
Oh.
The lawsuit held not only the local franchise, but also the national franchisor accountable, with jurors determining the broader company shared responsibility for the incident. Click Orlando. You make a great point because in my mind, I'm going, well, if she's eating just vanilla ice cream, how do you not know there's something sharp in there? But if there are other things, nuts, pieces of chocolate, you easily could swallow that stuff. Oh, that sucks for her. 14 million is not enough. I don't think there's a 100 million.
Oh, there's a number.
But I was gonna say I don't think it's a money amount, but that she had to go through it. That sucks. Yeah, so I didn't quite understand, but I'm glad you said that. Couples getting backlash for a gender reveal at Cheesecake Factory, and not because people are hating on Cheesecake Factory, but because it involved a balloon with confetti inside, and at some point someone in the video says, "Don't worry about the mess." So it just exploded everywhere in a public place.
Oh no, that's a lot.
Trying to pop a balloon filled with confetti to reveal her baby's gender. She struggled repeatedly. After several failed attempts, someone steps in to help. It pops the balloon, and blue confetti goes everywhere in a restaurant.
I mean, they're going to be finding blue confetti for a long time.
That's from Bro Bible. Amy, what do you have over there?
So I saw a clip of Leanne Rimes getting some sort of jaw release thing happen. Do you know what I'm talking about?
I do. I watched the clip. I've had it done to me too. Not this hardcore where they go in and this is going to be a bad explanation. They gone into my mouth and there's like muscles and they shove their fingers so deep into the muscles and it hurts and it's supposed to release the tension in your jaws. Mine was not as intense as hers. Hers looked awful.
So I have audio if y'all want to hear it, because whatever this is, like, I don't know. It's like she starts crying, but then laughing. And to me, that's the sign of like ultimate release. Like your body is just like, what just happened because of the tension I guess she was carrying around in there.
Hit that, Mundo.
Hold on. Say that part of my life is over.
Part of my life better be over. Oh my God, you just don't realize how much tension is in there until
It's gone.
I mean, it was crazy to see.
Wow.
And I've had what's it called? Where they put the fingers in your mouth, like a buccal massage.
Never heard of that.
I think that's what it's called. I'll have to confirm. But I was having like a facial, and then all of a sudden they put gloves on and then started sticking their finger in my cheeks and massaging it from the inside. And I was like, well, what's happening? She's like, oh, this is the buccal massage. I was like, oh, I saw that on the description, but I didn't know what that meant. But it felt really good because it's something you don't really think about doing. But this, like you said, Bobby, was deeper into her jaw, and I don't know, it just looked crazy. I didn't know if you've had it done. I didn't know if anybody in here had it done and where we can go get it done.
So mine was done by Jeremy, our chiropractor.
Okay.
You know Jeremy.
Oh yeah.
So if you take your fingers and you go into this muscle here on the back of the jaw, right with me? It's the one that when you open your mouth is doing all the work. He would go in.
Your masseter, is that what it's called? Yeah.
And shove his fingers into it. And it did release a little bit. It was like, hey, let's release your jaw.
Honestly, that video is making me want to, text Jeremy. I'll be like,
but
what's up?
It hurts while it's happening, but as soon as it's done, it doesn't hurt anymore. Like,
yeah,
as soon
like
as
in
they
the
pull their fingers
video,
off.
you can look like it looks painful. And then that's why it's tricky because it looks painful and you feel like she's about to cry. And then you hear her sort of like let out this laughter because it's just so freeing.
Her jaw all of a sudden drops all the way down. Like her chin hits her neck. Oh, God.
It is crazy. Like we use our jaw all the time. Like
Always talking with it, yeah.
we
And it's a
never
place that will hold tension.
Yeah.
For sure. And she's a singer, right? So another thing for her that she probably needed that area worked on. Yeah. Well, hey, what do you know Michael Strahan from? Like, if I said Michael Strahan, you would think?
Good Morning America.
You would think that now?
Now.
Yeah.
But I know he was a football player.
But I mean, what do you know him from?
Good Morning America. That's mostly.
Yeah.
I guess he did something else that got him
and
kind
Kelly.
of famous. Oh yeah,
Michael and Kelly for years.
Yeah. So that.
I did an interview with him. We really don't talk sports, except he didn't play football in high school, right? Or till
later, yeah.
till like 11th or 12th grade. He wasn't a football player.
That's crazy.
Yeah, but he did Live with Kelly. I don't think that ended well, based on our interview.
Yeah, I remember hearing that. It was a little.
And I didn't mean to lead him there, but we were talking about his time on that show and just his transition into doing.
So what did he say?
He also hosted a game show. I just remember thinking, oh, this didn't end well, by whatever he said.
Oh.
He wasn't like, it was terrible. But I just wonder what your association was with him, where you knew him from. It was a really good interview. It's up today on the Bobbycast on Netflix and also Bobbycast podcast feed. If anybody see you on Netflix?
Yeah.
Former episode?
Yeah, I'm getting texts left and right being like, dude, you're on Netflix. That's crazy.
Really?
Left
yeah.
and
Left
right?
and right. Like
Left
it's blowing
and
up.
right. Yes.
If you got more than 4, I would say that's left and right.
I got 6.
Okay.
I got
Left and
6.
right.
And one, I didn't think that many people were watching the Bobbycast. Like, it's pretty cool. Like,
Wait,
of my friends, I
Oh,
really
okay.
didn't think that they watched that. You know, and like the fact that they saw me on there and think it's cool that I'm on Netflix, man, I can get used to this fame.
Did your kids see it?
Yes, but they don't care.
Oh, they didn't care.
Like
I thought you thought they were going to care. I thought you were like, my kids are going to freak
I
out.
always think they're gonna care, and then I had it on TV, and they're like, "Cool, Dad's on TV."
What
like,
else?
guys, it's on Netflix.
Put on War Machine. Oh, that's cool, though. It makes me feel good that people are texting you about it, though.
Yeah.
I had yesterday. It's not on this week. It'll be probably on next week. But I had the lead singer of Switchfoot. Lives in San Diego. Do you know Switchfoot?
I mean, I know them. I can't sing you one of their songs right now.
You will if I give you a little bit of it, because they have some massive songs.
Okay.
But we were meant to live for so much more.
Yeah, jam.
You know that one?
Mm-hmm.
Do you know I Dare You to Move?
Oh, dare you to run. Yeah.
That's a good one.
No, I mean, definitely know them.
So I'd never met him before.
just-
Super nice guy. Thought he lived here, and that's why he was doing the show, but no, he lives in San Diego. Came to do the show and a couple other things while he was here. I was talking to my wife, though, going to the interview, and I said, hey, I'm going to do Switchfoot. We listen to Switchfoot sometimes because they started, it's kind of like an indie but Christian band before they started doing secular music. And I said, and that's all she was allowed to listen to for a big part of her life was just Christian music. So I said, do you know Switchfoot? Thinking that she only heard the Christian early records of them. And she was like, yeah. I said, from what? She goes, Walk to Remember. They're all over the soundtrack.
Oh, that's true.
Is that Mandy Moore?
Uh-huh. And I said, really? And so I was talking about that. I was like, my wife and I have 2 complete relationships, different relationships with Switchfoot, because I know all you guys from the alternative stuff in the 2000s. And my wife knows you all from A Walk to Remember and songs I didn't even know. But I didn't know if you knew who they were.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, no, I do. I guess. I mean, and now that you're telling me the songs, I absolutely do.
Yeah, James, super nice guy.
Do they do a thing on like TikTok where they do covers?
I don't know. I don't follow them on TikTok.
I don't either, but they've popped up a couple times
Should.
where they just like fun covers, like songs that you wouldn't think that they would do.
I really wanted to bring up like the Devo documentary to it because I talked to other musicians like, hey, you know about Devo? Whip It? And we're like, what that band was really about? I didn't. I really wanted to,
Yeah.
but that'll be next week. But yeah, that's what's up. Stories, Lunchbox.
Yeah, so there's a town in California. There's a park, and there's a busy intersection right by it, and they've been lobbying the city to get it to be a 4-way stop, and they got denied. And then the other day, a kid almost got hit by a car, and so one dad said, that's it, I'm done. And he went online, he ordered 4 stop signs, ordered paint, and in the middle of the night, he went out there and was turning it into a 4-way stop over a week period, painted everything on the street perfectly. And when he went at 2 a.m. to put the last stop sign in, boo, he got busted and charged with a couple felonies.
I mean,
Felonies?
that's a felony. I mean, I get it. You can't just be putting up, but that's
Yeah, you
annoying.
can't put up like
You can't do
traffic
that.
signs.
Literally can't.
I know,
do
you
that.
literally
And I know
can't,
the reason he was
but-
doing it was good in his heart and his intentions were good.
Yeah.
I don't understand why it's a felony. I'm sure it's federal proper. I don't know. I don't know.
Well, yeah. I mean, I get how it could be really problematic and it should be a felony, but it's like in this case, I think we need to.
But it looks really good. Like the stop looks just like
Oh, yeah?
everything else. Like the paint,
He did a good
everything.
job.
He did a great job.
Like, where do you buy those signs?
Well,
Amazon?
no, they have a sign company. The sign that I have in my studio that says Mountain Pine, Bullhead Home, Bobby Bones, it's an exact sign from Mountain Pine, but we just had it made.
So it's like a replica?
Sure. I mean,
I thought it was the actual sign.
I really did
no,
too.
that one's old and shot with bullet holes. There's,
Well, I know,
there's like
but-
multiple, and I didn't want that.
Got it.
It's bent. It wouldn't go up on the wall. It's all bent and gross. So I thought about that at first and just getting a new one to put there and take the old one, but it wasn't going to be flush on the wall. And so we went to the company that makes signs. You can get any sign made. You could be like, Eddie has a huge ding dong, and put that sign in front of your house. You literally could. You may get in trouble by the HOA.
Or a felony.
But you can
Or
have
my
that.
wife.
You can have that made.
Why would your wife care if people knew if you had a big ding dong?
She doesn't want. She don't, what?
Especially if it's a lie.
They'd be like, "Why are you lying to the neighbors?"
I understand his intentions, and what I would suspect is there will be a judge go, okay, we're gonna drop this from a felony to like a couple misdemeanors, do some community service, but you can't do that. And then I bet you something happens where they do something to make life safer for the kids. So
Yeah.
I think what comes out of this will be good.
And what's crazy is if he would have got that last stop sign up, no one would have noticed.
I think eventually somebody would.
Doorbell
They were
cams.
waiting for him probably.
People would be like, "Where did these?"
Why do we like?
Well, no, but some people would probably think, "Oh, the city decided to make it a four-way stop."
Some
they,
would.
They wouldn't have thought.
But
oh,
the city would have.
They see Greg out there with a shovel.
no,
and
no,
like
he goes
cement.
in the middle of the night and does it. Like that's what he was doing. He was going out at night, so no one would see.
What I would suspect is these signs were popping up at night, so they were telling the cops at night, if you see somebody putting another sign up at night, get them.
Man, but I thought it was pretty creative, dude. Move by that guy. He spent $1,000 on signs and paint and got to work.
And now he's a felon.
He won't be.
Yeah, he
Yeah,
has
I hope they-
2 felonies.
So your sign, like if you were to go in the middle of the night and take your old sign, the boyhood.
They'd never notice. They'd just be happy it changed.
But is that a felony? Like your mess? Is that a official traffic sign?
Probably.
Yeah, I don't think you can steal street signs like that.
But
I've
people
done it.
do
I have
that
too. I've
all
done
the
it too.
time.
Yeah.
They'd be like, "Oh, my street sign with my name, I need it."
Yeah.
Amy Lane, I'll steal that from that road.
In Dilley, Texas, there's a Moffett. I thought about it, but
Moffett Road.
yeah, it's from my family. But
It's her maiden name, by the way.
oh yeah, that's my main
To
name.
do it in the middle of the night?
No, I just thought that seems like a lot of work, but it would be cool to have.
Eddie, your story?
Yeah. So Arnold Schwarzenegger's son, you know, the one that Joseph Baena,
Love child.
love
Yeah,
child,
love child,
with
there you
his
Still a son, but not somebody who's always been in the Schwarzenegger family.
was it the
The maid. Yeah.
housekeeper. So anyway, he won his first bodybuilding competition.
Schwarzenegger was training him.
Yeah, which I thought was cool. You know, like I think after all that came out, it was such a weird thing where like, oh, this is his son, and you know, I don't remember, was he like accepting it or was he denying that it was his son?
I don't remember.
But after all of that, yeah, he's in his life. He's training him to be a bodybuilder,
He's a beast, man.
and yeah, his son is huge.
He's a beast. Looks like his dad.
He does, but even like the other son, what's his name? The one that's in White Lotus. Like even he's,
Patrick Schwarzenegger?
Yeah, even
big
he's
guy.
jacked.
Yeah, good story. I liked it because I don't know the relationship.
And he's in his life. He's helping him. It's really cool. And
Yeah, I wonder how long it took for him to get in his life. Like, was it right when he was a baby? He was.
I don't know. I just hope one day my biological dad trains me for a Mr. Olympia.
All right.
Shows up and it's like, let's
There
get
we
to the
go.
weights, son. And I'm like, all right.
But that's not in your genetics. Like, what would be something in your genetics?
All right, we're going to train you to leave your baby.
You know, I was setting you up.
Well, Bobby doesn't know that it's not in his genetics.
Bodybuilding
We don't know.
Oh, yeah, no, I've seen him.
with Arnold, it's like that makes sense. He's a bodybuilder. Like,
Yeah, I've seen him. One more story. Morgan.
So there's a Kentucky man. He won the 167 million Powerball. It was about a year ago and living a good life. Well, he has now been arrested for the third time following his Powerball win.
He's just being an idiot, right?
Yeah, so first he was arrested for celebrating the, lottery win, and he kicked a police officer and tried to
Because
run
what
away.
says congratulations? I'm so happy, like kicking a police officer.
Yeah, so that was the first one.
Idiot.
Then he was arrested a couple months later for intimidation of a woman who was in fear for her life with him because he tried to pressure her into eating, I guess, a weed gummy. And now, and now he just got arrested for a third time this past Friday for second-degree burglary. So he tried to steal $12,000 from somebody's house.
Does he not have money?
I don't know.
Has he already spent it all?
No, I think he has. I think he has money, but I think he has, according to what I read, past substance abuse issues, and so maybe he makes bad decisions when he's on these.
Well,
yeah, he had
makes
marijuana
sense.
on him.
Well, that's
Yeah, that's
not
like having a can of beer in your hand.
yeah. That's who cares about that?
Like you drink 72 cans of beer.
yeah.
You're probably Yeah, I didn't know why he was stealing. If somebody had taken money from him, he's trying to steal it back, or
It doesn't say anything about that. And what's funny is he drove away in his Porsche.
of course he did.
So like he
If you
stole
had
the
$100 million, you would be your getaway car be a Porsche too.
Yeah.
Good